Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me super well. Uh, because look, I just thought I would do this the last minute, and I'm sorry for my face. Look, I keep thinking all the time my face looks very irritated at the moment. My skin's a little bit red, isn't it? Which isn't very good. But I think it's because we went down to the sea yesterday. So anyway, what I'm doing today, I thought, look, I'll just show everyone. I always get these questions. What do I actually do in the day? I do so many different things. So anyway, what we're going to do now is I'm literally going to package these up. So if you can kind of see what's in here, it's nothing too exciting. I have these tiny little bags as well. And I thought this would be really good just to pop in these bags. It's just like a little bit of fairy kind of dust that I'm just going to pop in here for some of my children in particular. They're not for sale, so sometimes I do little things like this, and then I'll just give them away sometimes. So anyway, and I wish I could wear gloves, but I can't actually seal the bag. So it's just one of those things. Now, I've also made these little labels, and these labels pretty much say what it is. It does say on the bottom, it says not for resale. So if you're selling something, you don't want someone to resell it, you need to kind of do something like that. They're just a sticky. So I did this from, this is actually a little sticker from Mumbin. So if any of you know the Mumbin things, you'll actually know what I'm talking about. And then I'm just going to seal it over because it is like a little sticky kind of label. It's nothing exciting, but anyway, that's what they look like. So I thought I'll do that, and I've used staplers. Sometimes people can cut their hands on staples. It's one of those things. And look, I'm looking in the background. It looks so messy. So we're actually in my shop at the moment on the bench. Sometimes I do a few things in here, but it's just been crazy busy at the moment. Like I've actually done a few private classes teaching at the moment. As you all know, I've been going with this pottery, getting all that up and going as well. And our little dog just had her little operation, our puppy. So she's been at home and she's good now, but she wasn't very happy for a few days, my loves. She was just very crankified, and I've also just packed some orders from some today. Today there's been a couple orders online, so I thought, look, we'll just pack them up. Well, I've got a few minutes. And often what I do when you buy online is I'll actually just give you a freebie. I often just throw in extra things so that you can try things out. And this is, look, basically it's a bath bomb recipe, but just in a dust. And it gives people an idea of, so like I said, these aren't for sale, they're free. I'll just give them with an order, and then they can just pop it straight in the bath. It's simple as that. So it's not going on their body as such. It's like in the bath. So it's not like a lotion or anything like that. And the last few days, I've also done lots and lots of different lotions and things like that. So honestly, seriously, it's been so busy. But I thought maybe you might just want to watch and see what I actually do behind the scenes. And there's all these, like, if I'm honest, all these little tiny jobs. Having a business like what I'm doing is just tiny little things. So I also, and I'll show you in a minute, the magnets. So I do have these tiny little magnets and that I've made. They're a ceramic magnet, and then I need to put the magnet portion on the back of it. And then also I'm going to be on Tuesday, I'm going to be at the Royal Melbourne Show setting up for our booth for my daughter's booth, which I help my daughter Emily every year at the Royal Melbourne Show. So if you want to come and visit us, we'll be in the same spot as last year. We'll be in the Pura Pavilion, so which is super exciting, isn't it? So we'll be there for 9 days straight, and our shop in Yarragon will be open as well. So, which is my daughter's shop. I just help her. So my daughter Emily said to me when she opened it, "Mum, this is kind of for me and you, but as I tell everyone, it is actually her store, not mine. But I do work there 2 days, and then she works there 2 days, and we've just hired 3 staff to come in because we just can't do everything. So And generally with my daughter Emily, whose company is Honey Blue U, the two of us work together on a lot of different things that we do, which is super fun. And I kind of feel very privileged to be able to do something like what I do with my daughter. So now I'm getting everything everywhere, aren't I? So anyway, like I said, we've got these lovelies, and I've just cut them on the mum bin. It's nothing exciting. And then once they're done, which I said before, there's some tiny little bags. And my daughter Emily actually gave me these bags because she had spare ones. So I said, okay, I can probably use them to make some samples up or do something like that. So, and I've had a few people asking me, they've said, oh, are you going to stop making, business, even though I've showed a little bit about me doing pottery things lately, do remember that I've been doing these pottery things for quite a while. Even before I did the ceramic side, I did the hydrostone. So there's a lot of videos on hydrostone that I've done as well. But unfortunately, with hydrostone, we just can't get it in Australia at the moment. So, and I'm going to put my phone away because on here, we're on the webcam at the moment. So, like I said, I thought I would just show you what I'm doing. I'll show you the magnets as well. So these are the cutie little magnets in the ceramic pottery. And then I've actually bought the little magnet backings, and I'll show you. So if you're in Australia, I bought these from Bunnings. They're like maybe $8 or $10 for 80. So you can get quite a lot of them. And then basically you've got your little magnet here, and we have to stick that on the back. So if you can see that. So it's going to be super glued on there. And yeah, so it's just, look, it's if you want everything to be very similar to your company. So as I said, I was going to do this, and I thought, look, I'm just going to let you be involved and watch what I'm doing as well, which is a bit fun, isn't it? So as I said, these are not for sale. You can't buy them. They're just going to sort of be given away, or to my family a little bit. Maybe the kids might actually like some. So, and, I was watching one of my favorite pottery ladies the other day, and she often goes live, and I thought maybe you might actually enjoy it if I sort of go live maybe once a week. I'll do it. I'm not going to do a particular time because I just kind of like to be a bit random with these things. But anyway, it's just a little bit of that, isn't it? But I swear, this smells so good. It's like a pink, kind of like a pinkish bath bomb material. So it is like a bath bomb material. So if you can see it, this is what it looks like, my loves. And I wanted to show you something as well because let me see if I can find it because I've got little bits everywhere. Here it is. So here we're going to be using this, and I kind of go the opposite way. So anyway, that's what it is. It's glitter. This is not normal glitter. This is biodegradable glitter. If you're doing this, please use biodegradable. We're going to just put a little bit in there. And that way, these will become a bit of a sparkly one. And often when I used to do a lot of bath bombs, I would actually mix this in. I'm also going to be doing some more bath bombs for anyone that wants to know. I'm working on a few videos at the moment, but the weather is not very good. It's very stormy here. We've had massive storms for weeks and weeks and weeks in it. And I will check after this video is done, after I keep making all these and finishing it off. Then I will go and check and see how the voice is on it because I'm not sure. Now, also, too, when I do videos, a lot of you have asked me, so you do need to subscribe if you want to chat on the video. There's actually a new feature for creators like me. It's probably been around a while and I just haven't noticed it. But anyway, basically the feature, it allows you to talk only if you have subscribed to this channel. And it basically is just to stop people saying silly things during lives, and that way it's traceable for YouTube much easier. So yeah, so if someone says something inappropriate or trolly or something like that on here, they can know who it is because you have to subscribe to actually be able to chat and use Apple computer. And anyway, when I go into this feature on the computer, it allows me to do these kind of things. So like I said, if you want to chat, just press that subscribe button and then you'll be able to ask me any questions you like. Also, do remember when you ask me questions, like so on YouTube, if I do any video and you ask me a question or you put a comment, it's always me answering you back. I answer 100% of questions every single time. I'm always going to give you an answer. So if something's not working that you're making and you want some ideas, please ask me a question. If you want like a little bit more information or help, go over and join me on Patreon. All the links are in the top of my videos and my bio and stuff like that. So, and I do have digital books over there on Patreon as well. So if you want to purchase a digital book over there, I have ones like with recipes on skincare, how to make a business selling skincare and stuff like that, which obviously is what I've done. And there's so many here. Look how darling these are. So cute. And for anyone that has just joined, because I always see people come and go on these, basically I just made the stickers at Mumban. I designed them on Canva first. I'm not going to put them all on because obviously I want to sort of clean the dust off my hands. But as I said, these are not for sale. They're just to give away. And now that I'm dropping it, so I'm just going to put it on here and I will show you. And then I'll flip it over, which is just like this is what they're going to look like. So if you're going to do a label like this and you want to know how to do it, to do a flip over one, it's kind of in reverse. So the information at the top, which is all your ingredients list, will be at the top. And then all of the other things like what it is will be at the bottom, because then when we flick it over, that's how it's going to be, like that, kind of on it. So I hope that makes sense anyway, everybody. But I won't stick all these on. We will literally fill all these bags. Now, I did not go and buy a whole heap of plastic bags. My daughter bought these by accident. So she actually gave them to me and said, can you do something, Mum? And I said, yeah, I can maybe do some little bath bomb stuff, or did some bath salts that I give away in some as well. Some of them, the bath salt ones I actually do sell at my daughter's shop, but this one I'm not. And before coming on here, I have actually rubbed my hands in rubbing alcohol because I can't actually do this. I can't open the bag if I wear gloves. The gloves don't allow me to do that. The gloves actually get stuck to these bags, which is very annoying, I know. But it's just like if you go and go to a baker, most bakers do not wear gloves. A lot of people would be probably a little horrified to hear that, but they don't. The same as chefs. That's a part of buying from a business. That is literally what they have to do. Obviously, when you do things like lotions and that can get infections in them, obviously we wear gloves. That's a must for things like that. And usually I do wear gloves all the time, but unfortunately I can't for this. But that's enough about that. So I hope everyone's doing super well. I hope you're using your kind words, my loves. You know I talk about that a lot. And I'll tell you today at my daughter's store, because I haven't been working there today. I'll be there again on the weekend. My daughter was there and a lady came up to my daughter in the stall, in her shop, in my daughter's shop, and she said to her, because she has a couple tops that are kind of like funny tops with, slogans and things on them. And you wouldn't believe it, one of them has kind of a rude word on it, but it's like meant to be in a funny way. And it's a young kind of, I don't know, fun, hip, kind of cool shop for younger people. Anyway, the lady did not like the sign on the top. She said to my daughter, how dare you put that sign on there, and really yelled at my daughter. And my daughter was so upset. She rang me later. And this is what I say. If you don't like something in a shop or you don't like a channel, just go away. Go and watch something that suits you better. And I just thought, why say that? I mean, my daughter's going to sell the same products no matter what this lady says. And I do think society has changed a lot. Things that may not have been acceptable once upon a time are now. So anyway, I just thought, look, we've got to say these things, lovelies. We've got to stand up and say it's not okay just to be a bit of a Karen on the moment if you feel like it. It's like, wow, gosh, oh my goodness. I was like, oh, geez. I mean, my daughter said she was taken back. She didn't know what to say. She just sat there. Um, but anyway, that's the kind of business that she's in where, like I said, she's got that fun kind of, quirky sort of vibe to her business, which obviously that's not me. I wouldn't have those kind of things, but we're all different, aren't we, lovelies? So also I do have to put my shampoo bars in here as well. And I've been asked for a lot. I've been asked a lot for lavender shampoo bars. So I promise I will be bringing some essential oil, lavender ones. I will also be bringing some essential oil ones that have beautiful, like a wintergreen scent in it. And the scent that I use, I call it Wintorious, which is it's an essential oil with a number of different, like a pine kind of, it's very natural, with some chamomile lotion and things like that in it. Sorry, not chamomile, chamomile essential oil. So I will be bringing those out in my shampoo bars. And at the moment, I'm designing the new packaging that's going to go with those shampoo bars. And seriously, I get asked all the time, but it's one of those things. And I do sell wholesale. Lots of you know that. I do definitely sell wholesale. But look, I'm one of these people that I don't really need to sell millions of products to do what I want to do. So as you know, or maybe you don't know if this is the first time watching here, I do also have a conference which I talk about business and, how to get something like this off the ground and so on. Being what different is really makes everything happen. It does, my love. So it's Rapticore. I think, my love, you are the beautiful lady that also has your products in my daughter's stall. And this is the thing, everyone, like, seriously, having your own business is really hard. It's a tough gig. It's a really tough gig. So, look, if you're deciding to go into a collective, there's lots of different people going into collective stores now. And that basically means you hire a shelf or you hire, a table or something like that. And then you put your products on it. And at the end of the week or month, you get paid out whatever you sell in that store, and you sort of pay you'll pay like a shelf fee. It might be, anything from $30 to $100. And, I really suggest if you're trying to get into a shop, that's the best way to do it. That way you don't have to get someone to find your products and buy them wholesale. You're literally in a retail shop, and it's a really great, situation for you to get in there. And please don't look at it that you're going to sell thousands of dollars, because you won't in these stores. Times are tough. But what you should be looking at is branding that. So ask the company, if you're in a collective, can I put my products in this? And can I have business cards in there? We allow everyone to have business cards in. So my daughter's shop is like a collective where there's, I think, 34 businesses now in there. So, you need to look at it, like I said, not like you're going to sell thousands of dollars, but more of, getting your products out there, because no one's going to see it if you're at home, making it at home and they're sitting on your kitchen table. No one's going to see what you make unless, you're in a store or you're lucky enough to be found online, and that's very hard as well. I mean, I've done everything from the Facebook ads to all these things. Look, I've done so many things. The best thing is working in a collective. That is definitely what will help. And some of them, actually, you have to work there, but we don't make people work there. And we actually do have a lot of people from interstate, and we make sure that we always talk about all the stores and hopefully, help as many people as we can. So now I think I showed most of you last week, but I'll show you again because they're sitting here. These are some of the beautiful little jars that we did make. So they can be a shot glass or they can be a tiny candle jar. And I've got a couple of them at the moment that are going back in the kiln, some new ones. So I'm going to be making some cute little ones, which I've done a few designs. They're a shot glass and or a shot mug, and they've got a tiny little handle. So they're so cute. They'll be really popular, I think. So we're going to see how everything goes. So yeah, it's just the way it is, isn't it? And don't feel like you have to go and get boxes for everything either. There's plenty of companies that sell their products, and they're big companies, and they do not have anything that is boxed. It's really if you're selling wholesale. Yeah, and for me, I don't push wholesale that much, really. I mean, I do sell it, but honestly, I'd prefer people to buy retail from me because I get more money. So, um, wholesale is really, really hard. You don't get paid that much money wholesale. So, you have to have, and I've got some really good wholesale clients, but you have to get the wholesalers to spend, in the thousands, or else it's kind of not worth your while. If you're just selling $100 at a time wholesale, it's not worth it. You're wasting your time, seriously. That's my opinion on the whole thing. I know we all think about different things, but anyway, let me know if you like this kind of style of video of me just having a chat while I'm making stuff in the background. Because I think, when I first started, I would have loved watching videos like this, just how people made things, what they did in their day, how their day was as well. Because this is the thing too, you just don't know what doing a business is like. And this is my full-time job. So I don't have another job to go to. This is how I earn my full-time wage, is on YouTube and Patreon and all the other things. And now, if you haven't seen me, I'm on Pinterest as well. So I think it says at the moment on Pinterest, every month, I think there's 71,000 views, something like that on my Pinterest. But yeah, that's Pinterest been a little bit newer to me, my loves. It really has been. But I actually quite enjoy Pinterest. I quite like it. I do Instagram and all of those, like we all do. But you're just in the sea of millions of businesses on Insta. You really are. TikTok's the same, but they can sometimes take off, and people may like to see what you're doing because it is interesting. And you know what? This is what I'm saying. Now, I've been doing this, making these things here for quite some time today. So there's been a couple hours in the go, making it and, making the dust and so on. But do you know what? Making all of this takes time, and I'm literally giving this away. I'm not making any money doing this. So, but it just gives people an opportunity to try some of my products that they may never have tried before. And going into getting near Christmas, I will bring bath bombs back a bit. I hadn't done them for a little bit because the weather's been crazy and not good enough. So I will do more videos on bath bombs. Bath bombs sell better at Christmas. During the middle of the year, they don't sell that well for me. But anyway, that's a little bit about that, my lovelies. So I hope that you have enjoyed watching me do something just for a little bit. I'm going to keep going with this. I won't keep boring you too much longer. But I promise I have a soap video coming out, and I also have another one, which is one I've kind of blogged a little bit. So my daughter graduated for her. She's done a double nursing degree in midwifery and nursing. And so she graduated yesterday. So on the way there, we started doing a bit of a blog, and a few people have said they'd really enjoy seeing me do a bit of a blog just with my life and what I do and how I incorporate business into that. So I hope you're going to enjoy that. So that is something that I will definitely get out soon. But, look, it's really hard. It's hard to actually film everything and then keep the videos off, and I accidentally delete it and I think, oh, bugger, I've deleted it. So then I've got to start again. So anyway, it's a bit tricky, isn't it? So, yeah. So today I think I said before, I've already packed up an order, which is just sitting here on the other side, there it is. This is an order to someone else. So that is just sitting to the side. And then, of course, I'm doing these lovelies today. And oh, and then behind the scenes here, actually, I've been making quite a bit of my souffle lotion. I sold out of a couple of them, and I haven't even put all of them online. So I'm going to put them online. So I'll tell you which ones we've got. So there's going to be caramel sea salt. Um, there's going to be, what's the other one? Cashmere, which I've already got cashmere, I think, on there. That's the one that I sold most of it the other day. Barry's daughter. So they'll all be coming out. And a souffle lotion comes in a beautiful bottle, and it's just a pump action, but it is not greasy at all. It's really silky, light, smooth, just absolutely glorious, just beautiful. And I'm going to also be bringing out a face lotion as well, which I've been asked quite a bit for this face lotion. I've just finished formulating it, so I haven't even shared this with Patreon. And look, to everyone, don't feel like you have to share all of your recipes. I share pretty much every recipe, but that's because that's a part of my business where I earn money. So I earn money from people buying my recipes, like I said, on Patreon as well. And that helps them, move forward, and it helps me. It also gives people, just kind of, I guess, like a backing to be able to start. When you first start, you just don't know how to formulate. I learnt this over time, over 5 years. And at the start, I used to just use other people's recipes and just play around and use it for myself. But then as you get better, you just do understand how to formulate. I know I said I was going, but then I thought maybe you might want to watch this a bit. I mean, gosh, got to laugh. I know I'm hopeless sometimes, but I do know lots of you ask these kind of questions. I get asked that a lot. How did I learn to formulate? Honestly, it's just time. It's just time and learning all of these things. And a lot of people are scared to be on social media. They're scared of being trolled. And look, you do get that. But, you learn to get a really thick skin, and now I just delete the comment and that's it. I don't even give the person any time. So if you're worried about that, that would be my advice. If you ever get anything mean, just delete it, move on. You don't know them. They don't know you. And sometimes people might have a mental health problem as well, and they say these things as well. Let me just have a look so I can read the comment. Oh, that is so nice. Soapy Oaks Farm. That is so lovely, my love. And look, I have the worst eyesight ever at the moment. It's like I'm 52 years old, and my glasses, I think I need a new pair because I really can't see very well. But yeah, I really appreciate you thanking me for that. And I do honestly try really hard just to give advice, because I know a lot of well, not a lot, but some creators don't like to give advice, and it's not a bad thing. Because they actually make money out of, obviously, like selling their recipes and things like that. So sometimes, if you ask another creator and they don't give you advice, they won't answer you back. Don't take it personally. They may have just get a lot of questions asked. Yeah, so but for me, my main job, I guess, in this is teaching. I've honestly made a career out of teaching people. So, and I never thought this was the way I was going to go in, my soaping career. And I do enjoy lots of crafts, not just doing what I'm doing now. Like over the years, I've done ceramics and pottery. I did that for 4 years straight, and I loved it when I was in my 20s. When my babies were young, because I had my first baby at 19. There were the days when it was normal to have babies at 19 and 20. Most people did have babies back then. And from there, I kind of just learned how to make soap and gels and things like that, soap gels. So shower gels are actually huge for me at the moment. Sell lots of them. And I will have to do a video as well when I do my next soap making, because I'm about to do my next soap making thing as well. My liquid soap, because I've run out in the house, and I always make all for myself and my daughters. I make all of it as well here. Oh, you're 62. Well, welcome to the life of doing this. Yeah, that's right. You learn so much. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, sometimes I really think that, when we actually, life gives you experience. And if I tried to do this business when I was 20, it would have been absolute fail because I don't feel that I would have had, the maturity to cope with a lot of things as well. And I just don't think I would have had those life skills. I mean, that's me personally. I know there's lots of people 19, 20 that are influencers and then have big businesses and they do really well and they're really good at it. But I just don't personally think I could have coped doing that at all. So, we're all different, aren't we, in this world? And, I had a great aunt that was, she reached 101 years old. And she used to say to me, no matter how old you are, you should always keep learning because, learning a new skill can just, it keeps your mind alive. It keeps you a bit young because it's like, oh, I'm going to learn something else. So you're never, ever too old to learn anything, start a business, sell at a market. And I do feel that opportunities are here now for us, especially women. I think there's a lot more opportunities for women that were never there. When I was young, and I think I've told this story. When I was young, my father and I went into the city and there was a university. And I said, oh my goodness, Dad, what is that over there? And he said, don't worry. We don't have money and you're a girl, so you won't be going there. And he didn't say that to be mean. That was just what was expected back then. In the 80s, women just weren't really encouraged to go to uni. It was like, you're going to have babies, so why go to uni and waste money? I don't think education is a waste no matter who you are, but that was just the way it was, given to me. So I think now women do have opportunities no matter how old they are. And actually, I watched a series called Diary of a CEO. And on it, there was a lady saying, she became a millionaire in her 60s. I think she was 61. And there's quite a lot of people I've seen on there that have ended up making a really big business in their 50s, 40s, 60s. So, it's never too late. 70s. I mean, look, people live now to their 100. So it's not like years ago where your expectation was 60. So, isn't it funny how, life really does change quite a lot? But anyway, that is my little chat for the days, my loves. And I have noticed when I do my videos on here that I know the color and the filming probably isn't as great as I want it to be. But, look, I'm keeping it real here. I can't afford this fancy smancy camera that I see lots of people using. I don't have that kind of money. So I've just got to use what I've got, which is usually an iPhone or my Apple computer. And the Apple computer I didn't even buy. It was gifted to me. So, from my husband's work. So, because it was an older one and they didn't want it. Even though it was only 5 years old, they don't use them. So, after so much time, a lot of them don't use them. So yeah, once again, if you are trying to comment and you see on my videos that you can't comment, it's because now I have actually changed to stop trolling. And so yeah, if you're not a subscriber, you won't be able to chat on the chat. So just subscribe and then you can just chat on the chat and it's nice and easy. So anyway, I will let you go for now, my loves, and I will see you on the next video. Make sure you, of course, you subscribe and love all my videos. They can't get pushed out unless everyone loves them and sees what I'm doing. And, I'm trying to educate you guys for free. So you can just go on YouTube. And, of course, you can pay if you'd like to be on Patreon. But, if you can't afford that, then just watch my YouTube videos. It's still helping me in the end. Oh, that's okay, my loves. Thank you so much for watching. It's nice and clear and it sounds good. Oh, that's good because, if it doesn't sound good, no one wants to watch. I mean, let's be totally honest on this. Anyway, I'm going to go, my friends, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye.